So guys, I'm Jack.
I'm Dan.
We're in We Are The Ocean and you're watching Bring the Noise.
Pretty good. It's been mainly positive, I think.
Mainly positive.
In both like fan-wise, like online, like on our Twitter and stuff like that, like it seems to be going down really, really well with the fans, and then like in the media as well, kind of like reviews online and in magazines and stuff. It's like across the board, it seems to be going down really well. So
I think the main talking point is a lot of people are saying it's a bit softer than the first album.
Yeah, it's a lot different. Like we definitely kind of changed like what we're doing like from the last album, but we don't want to bore people, you know. We wanted to kind of write, just to mix it up a bit really. We didn't want to write the same album again, and we just, we're taking like different influences and just growing up a bit, and we were just writing what felt right to us at the time, really.
I think so, and well, some people seem to really like that and understand that. Some people don't. It's kind of mixed bag.
Appreciate that the bands kind of like change their sound and adapt their sound, but
it's only annoying when they say like you've deliberately changed your sound, to get on the radio or to make money or stuff like that. And it's like, we didn't, like, if you don't like the new sound, fair enough, but like, it's just, we were writing songs and we liked how they were sounding, it just naturally progressed. So if people understand that, it's not as frustrating, I guess. But the amount of people that just labeling us a bit as sellouts or anything like that, it hasn't been many, but it's just a bit frustrating.
You know what? It wasn't really a conscious thing. Like we were just kind of writing and just like I guess like one of the biggest differences is like my vocals on the album. And it was just kind of a thing that we just started to try out. Like when we was writing, I just kind of just started using my voice in different ways, and it seemed to be working. So we just played on that really and just tried to change it up.
I think.
And just experiment a little bit, really.
I think maybe like we have actually, through kind of extensive touring, going abroad, recording our first album in America, those were all big experiences that have kind of matured us over the past like year and a half. So it is actually us maturing in ourselves and in our sound, like just trying, wanting to experiment more and just try different ideas out. That's the thing, because Alfie's the youngest, but like when people say about Alfie because Alfie's 19 now, isn't he? Yeah. It's like the rest of us are still 21, 22, 23. But sometimes, it depends how they write it, because sometimes they make it seem like we're all a band of 19-year-olds and they play on it too much.
I've never really seen any bad press about our age though. Usually like it's all like, this band have done amazing things for such a young age, so I don't think it has ever like been a hindrance really.
I don't think it's a hindrance. I just think sometimes they play on it too much maybe and make it look like we're all just out of school and all we're all 19 writing songs. Maybe, it's like, maybe, well, one of us is. It's not really.
Assume that we're younger than we are. Like we're not that young anymore. Probably not. We'll probably the same thing again. Like we didn't want to. We released Cutting Our Teeth. We were really happy with it, and it did really well. But then with this album, we wanted to completely step away from that and do something different.
But at the same time, it's not like
on the third album as well. Just kind of
It's not a conscious decision. Like it's not like we finish an album and go, right, this one needs to be like this. It is just us, trying different things out and ending up doing a different style just naturally. So it's not like we've gone, right, second album's like this, third one has to be like this. We'll just see how what comes out when we write.
Sometimes, yeah, I think we found some songs like don't really go together, like some songs off the new album, and then you go straight into a song from like the Cutting Our Teeth or even the first EP, and it's like there is that big difference, but I think it works because it's still us.
It's not that dissimilar.
But it's us. So.
I think sometimes it can be quite impactful going from like a really heavy song. Like we've got a song called Our Days Are Numbered, which is probably the heaviest we've written, and then going into one of maybe a softer new song, and then just kind of the contrast between the two, I think can work quite well in a set. So we haven't really had too many problems, have we?
No, it does alright. Yeah, we've just been focusing purely on the album for like the past 2-3 months. We haven't really had that much time to think about Rain and Lead, but it's obviously massive. It's bigger than anything we've ever played before. So we're going to try and think of something really cool to do, like production-wise, and try and have a lot of fun with it. Hopefully.
I think once we finish this UK and Europe run, that's when we'll start thinking about it more.
After this tour, we've just got festivals for the whole summer, so we'll kind of get into festival mode and start working out what we're going to do and how we're going to approach it. Right now, I have no idea how I'm going to walk on and sing in front of 70, 80,000 people.
What to wear?
But what to wear? That's kind of last on my list, to be honest.
I'm already planning.
Yeah, it's just completely overwhelmed by it, but it's going to be amazing. It's definitely something to tick off the list. To get the list of
It wasn't even on the list. That's how good it
Didn't
is.
even expect to get it.
I wrote the list and I thought that, no, I can't put that on the list. And now I've had to add it to the list and tick it off all in a day.
What's on your list of things to achieve?
Things to achieve, as in band-wise or life-wise?
It can be life-wise if you want to achieve things outside of the band.
Headline Electric Ballroom.
We're doing it.
Do an interview for Bring the Noise.
We're doing that. Stay in the Travel Lodge after doing an interview with Bring the Noise and headlining Electric Ballroom. We're doing that. Stay in the Travel Lodge.
Well, fingers crossed, you know, we haven't got there yet. So that's the main three. So today's been a good day for my pen.
Good day. Ticking things off the list by the hour. Yeah, they did it for a while. I don't think they ever they've always been really supportive of us. But now this kind of now this like daytime radio and that's more like their kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
It's just stuff they can understand.
Yeah, like a lot of our parents, even like just like we'd be like, oh yeah, we're going on tour with Funeral for a Friend. They're like, all right, what's that? And
Wait, who died? They say.
You know, that's great. Like that's a bit, you know, we're chuffed with that. But stuff like daytime radio, that's stuff that like they can relate to, and they know that that's a big deal and stuff. So stuff like that really helps them to see that it's starting to kind of go somewhere. And like we bring in a little bit of money now, which always helps. We can kind of look, you know, we can power our own way. So that's a job. It is a job.
My mum said she started bragging at work about like the Radio 1 plays, so I guess that's a sign that she's okay with it now. Because I guess she was embarrassed before.
Yeah, when it's like when you're out and they're like, oh, what does your son do? And they're like, oh, nothing.
What son?
Talk about it, they're like, yeah, you might have seen him. He's been on the front cover of Rolling Stone. Maybe.
Have we?
That's another one on the list right there.
We've had a few different managers that kind of didn't work out with.
We've just never really settled down with and felt comfortable with one manager, and it just got to the point where we felt like we were doing a lot of things ourselves, and we had to start chasing things ourselves.
It should have been the other way around. We realised.
Yeah, and we just kind of didn't really. I don't know. Yeah, we just didn't. We just felt that everything that was happening within the band, like we can do ourselves, and it was just we felt like a manager was more of a middleman, and we just kind of wanted to go out there and just do it ourselves, really. So, yeah, we took a big risk by leaving our management and just kind of doing it out on our own. And we've been doing that. We've been self-managed for like almost a year now. Like 9-10 months. And it's always been like a temporary thing, really. Like we're always kind of on the lookout for management, and if someone comes along, like we'll definitely like sit down and maybe work with them. But for now, like it's going really well. We've got things down, and we're all kind of taking roles. And
we just don't want to like end up with another manager and have it not work out again. So we want to be careful about who we choose next.
Just right now, we're just all really happy. Like this album campaign is going phenomenal at the moment, and we're doing stuff that we never like daytime radio, Reading and Leeds. You know, headlining places like Electric Ballroom. It's all stuff that so much bigger than things we were doing last year, so it's obviously going in the right direction. So at the moment we're not in any rush to change it. We're just kind of keeping our ears to the ground and seeing what happens, really.